Hey guys, welcome back to the YKB, Why Keep the Box Collecting, where we immediately store the value of our figures and free them for the plastic and cardboard prisons. I got you something nice today. It's King Kong from Godzilla vs. King Kong 2021. This is a knockoff. I had no idea it was a knockoff, but oh well, I got it for dirt cheap anyway. So I thought, might as well see how it does. Let's take it to the table. Alright, so I have this Godzilla vs. Kong box. It looks fine. I seriously can't remember if this is a knockoff or not. Well, while editing this video, I realized that this is a knockoff of the TAMASHII Nation MonsterArts King Kong. So, just forewarning, I didn't realize this until editing, so back to the video. Knockoff or not, I'm just gonna call it is because I got it for cheap, and it's been a while now. The box itself looks fine, but I don't like how you can't see the packaging of the figure, and if that's supposed to show you the figure, it doesn't really. That's besides the point, because this is the YKB, why keep the box, and I have no reason to keep this box, so let's free Kong. It comes with instructions. And there's Kong in the packaging. Alright, there's King Kong. Let's get him a little bit closer. And the main reason I picked up this dude was simply because I had some General Grodds, Gorilla Grodds, and I don't know why I said General Grodd, Gorilla Grodds, and I wanted a Gorilla army, so I thought maybe pick him up, see if he can work. Came in too short, which was disappointing, but then again, he's a knockoff, so can you really complain about size or whatever when you get something for dirt cheap? Don't even remember how much I spent for this, and by the time I got it, even now, I don't even know how much I paid for it, but it was cheap. For the most part, it looks good, but it does look patchy in places, so it looks fine. Maybe I can use it as kind of like a kid version of a gorilla, maybe. I don't know, because he does kind of have a beard here, so that's a thing. Let's go look at his accessories. Alrighty, comes with his trusty Godzilla spike thing he uses in the movie, which is fine. It's nice to show that he has a weapon. He has an angry face, which is good, because, you know, we need our gorillas yelling at times. And he comes with a litany of hands. These look like some grabbing hands for his weapon. Some open hands. And some, like, walking hands. Which works. He has fist on his person. But, you know, the accessories look fine. This is the only one that kind of looks and feels cheap. Feels hollow. Looks a little cheap on camera. Looks a little bit better in hand, but not too much. So. Alright, so we got Kong over here. Move his head. There you go. Yelling head. Looks a little weird. Looks very weird, not a little bit. So that's not even going to stay on for that. This is fine. We're going to see his wrist. And realistically, these aren't bad. Like, you know, it's making me question if this is a clearance or if this is a knockoff figure, because these joints work pretty well. You know, it is very gappy, but, you know, there's his walking hands. It pegs off pretty easily. That's his regular hands. Yeah, they feel strong enough to hold, and they don't feel like they're just going to fall out. So these pegs very much work for what they're supposed to do. Take that off and get this in. It kind of works. Very much. Accessories are pretty good. It's kind of shocking. Alright, now that we're done with his accessories, let's go look at his articulation, because he has a lot of points. You can very much see all the breakups in it. The head moves It's just basically balls everywhere, but it kind of just, the way they made it, goes up and down. So, how far up can he look? About that far up. His arms, can he do a T-pose? Not quite. It's pretty close, though. Moves all the way around. Bicep. You know, it gets hindered by his thing, but I guess you could technically do it. Does chalk up the plastic a little bit, chew up the plastic, if you can see it. Double jointed, works pretty well. The wrist swivels. And the chest has a lot of balls. 1, 2, 3. So they can all crunch in about that deep. And it can go about that far back. So, and you can see some more of the segments. But they're all basically balls, and this is a soft diaper. So, side, side. It works. Full split. Does get ugly, though. Kicks up that high. 90-degree bend. Boot swivel is there. It's tight, but you can do it. Ankle rocker. Not really. There's a ball right here where his foot is, which is... Oh, that popped off. Which is basically all his articulation in his foot. It's not really an ankle rocker. So, you know. It looks fine. Kind of wish it was bigger, because I feel like this would be much better if this was a much bigger gorilla. Probably like 7, 8 inches. It's kind of what I wanted. But I got this thing for dirt cheap. I don't know what I'm complaining about. But it looks good. Articulation's pretty fine. And the details on it's fine too. Like, they didn't do much paint on it, but the paint they did do, it's pretty good. This is obviously a little bit darker, but everything else is pretty well done. Especially being, you know, a knockoff. I keep on saying that. I guarantee this is a knockoff. I'm not positive. But it's good enough of a knockoff. We're done with articulation. Let's see his height, which will be a little bit harder because he is a gorilla, so it kind of like bends down a lot. He is about 5.5 inches, and from side to side, he's about 3 inches. So that's the thing. Let's move him out the way. His axe is about 4. Let's just say 4.5, and it's about 1.5. So, you know, he's a pretty tiny dude. Alright, since we got Kong standing here, let's go and scale him with some figures, some gorillas, aka Grodd, because that's basically all I have. And here is, what is that comic book called? Flashpoint, Flash something. That's the Grodd. I got it from Ross. And my other Grodd, my much favorite Grodd, is the Injustice Grodd. Also got it from Ross, but that was years ago now, so. Both McFarlane, both got on clearance, both amazing figures. And it's the reason why I got Kong over here, because I wanted an army, and I thought, you know, maybe an army of this dude would work. He doesn't. The size is way too small. So, I don't know how it's going to work. I'm going to have to do something with him and throw some armor on him or something, and just make him like a small monkey of some sort. Because this is an amazing figure, and I'm happy to get him, but he's not going to work for what I want. I almost forgot real quick. Want to just compare him to some other King Kongs, some NECA King Kongs, just to show the size comparison. He's definitely way smaller than them. They have like 3 whole inches on him. So, you know, just to show you real quick. There you go. I can show you without my hand in the picture. I do like his face a lot more than the other two because I don't know. I like the beard look. Maybe that's just me. But he's a great looking figure. Alright, now that we're done with all those gorillas and monkeys, let's go and see how he scales with other figures from other lines. There's a NECA Turtle and a McFarlane Spawn. S.H.MonsterArts Naruto. Loyal Subjects Aang. Jack Specific Simpsons. Marvel Legends Iron Man. G.I. Joe Classified Series, Star Wars Black Series, Mall. So, for the most part, this Kong works. It's a little bit small, but, you know, with a little bit of tinkering, I can get him to do what I want. Maybe if I was into the scale, it wouldn't really be an issue, but since I'm not, that's probably my biggest concern with it. But, you know, maybe I should have read what I bought. So, my fault, not this figure's fault. So what else can I say about this Kong? I think it's pretty good. You know, I can't remember the price. I remember it being cheap. It looks good if you are into like 5-inch figures. It will work for you, especially if you like that what is it, like 3.5 or whatever. You know, it's a big enough figure for people in that scale. For me, it kind of doesn't work. I'll have to do a little bit of modifications to make it fit what I want, but for people who know what they're buying, this is pretty good. I would recommend it. But enough said. For more reviews like this, come to the YKB. Like, share, subscribe, and I'm out.
King Kong ain't got shit on me!